Hey, everyone. I hope you had a Merry Christmas this year or whatever holiday you like to celebrate. Today, we're talking about goals. And I'd love it if in this session you would share your goals, as I'm going to be talking about 3 lessons I've learned after creating goals for myself extensively over the last 10 years and helping hundreds of pharmacists to achieve a lot of their career goals. And at the end of this, I'm going to be sharing a guide at the end to help you create an awesome 2021. So, as I talk, I'd love it if you'd share your goals. I'll be checking the comments. Not every comment gets uploaded right away, so I apologize if there's a little bit of a delay. So, the first lesson that I've learned, and it's so important that I do it now regularly, and that is to reflect often. One of the core concepts of career development is to constantly be measuring and reporting to yourself what you accomplish. And yet, so few people actually do this. And it's because it takes effort and energy to actually reflect. So, one of the practices that I've adopted this year is to do weekly lessons where my COO and I report what were the lessons that we learned this week. And, history has defined for us that we've been doing resolutions since like 4000 BC, I believe. I know that the Romans, when they first adopted the calendar to the beginning of the year in January, they said that it's going to be based on the god. I believe his name was Janus, could be pronounced differently, could not be it, but it was the god that inhabited doorways or archways. And I think this is a really good picture of what it's meant to do for New Year's, as to look back and look forward at the beginning of a new year. And for me, 2020 has been crazy, but it's also been a year of refining life for myself, both personally and professionally. Personally, one of the great things that I've been able to refine is weekly date nights with all of my girls. At least one week, I try to have a date night with at least one of my girls. So that's my wife and that's my 2 daughters. I've been able to work out consistently 2 to 3 times a week. I hired 3 coaches this year, one to help me do some business planning, another one to help me systematize my business, and another to help me with my health. But I did have misses as well. There's some things I wanted to accomplish that I didn't. I wanted to go on a trip with my wife, but didn't happen. And I wasn't able to reach our goal for our business to help 500 pharmacists this year, but we did talk to over 500 pharmacists, but not everyone decides to work with us. Oh, hey, Marina, I see your goal here. I want to move out of New York City and get a new job in Florida. Just received my license. Congrats. That's awesome. Hopefully you get a job offer here soon. Let me know how that's going. Congrats on that. And that leads me to the second lesson, which is to plan, to move forward and to really think through what exactly I'm going to do on a week by week basis. As the saying goes, if you don't what is if you don't plan, then you plan for failure. And I think for pharmacists to really do this really well, I think we have to remove our brain for a minute. I think we need to get rid of realism, pessimism, because it's almost trained in us to be really critical of our work, of a patient case, of a scenario. And unfortunately, that translates into what we think is real or what we think is possible. I feel like all pharmacists have this inner editor that limits ourselves. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. That's not going to happen, or that's not realistic. Um, I've worked hard, kind of undoing the training of my 6 years of schooling plus a year of residency to like not degrade that part of me, but to limit its ability to say what I can or cannot do. And so In order to plan, I first have to really visualize what are the things that I want, and then create a really detailed guide or step. And I'm going to be sharing a resource here really soon that we just created to do that. But that's why I wanted to do these videos, to have you guys, hey, share with us, what are you doing, what's going on, and where are you wanting to go next with your career. For me, for 2021, one of my big goals is to publish my second book called Potential, which is all about pharmacy career paths and navigating transitions. I'm really excited for that. Send me a message if you'd like to get an early copy draft. We're going to be sending that out for edits next quarter, I believe, is when we're going to start that. And the third and final lesson I've learned that's so important is to be accountable. It's super easy to say that you want to do all these things. You want to lose weight. You want to get a new job. You want to read more. You want to meditate more. But I often find that I'm the easiest person to disappoint. I don't mind the fact that I don't meditate every day. But if you really want to achieve something, the research is very clear that when you surround yourself with other people going in the same direction as you are much more likely to achieve that end result. And so I'm accountable to a lot of people. Yes, I have a team of people that I'm accountable to. I have a COO, I have a lead coach. I have coaches for myself. There's a lot of accountability going on, but I think there's people all around you that probably love you, want to support you, and want to see you be successful. And so it doesn't hurt to share with them the big aspirations that you have for your life and the big dreams that you want, which is why I want to share with everyone here that you should check out our new guide called Your Happypharmd Year. We just created it. This is hot off the press. I just printed this today. It's a free resource and a free guide to help you reflect on this past year and to help you think through what you want to create for next year. It's super easy to do. You just have to download it, and you can print it if you'd like, or you can fill it out in PDF format. You just go to thehappypharmd.com/yourhappypharmdyear. No email required, none of that kind of clickbait stuff. We're giving this guide away for free because we want pharmacists to really assess where have they been and where do they want to go, and help them achieve what those goals are. So check it out, thehappypharmd.com/yourhappypharmdyear. Dashes in between those words at the end. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be sharing about why resolutions don't work and what to do instead. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited to hear from you. Send me a message. That last lesson, remember, is being accountable. Share with me what your great resolutions are or goals for 2021. I'd love to hear them, and I'd love to maybe bounce ideas back and forth about how to achieve those goals. Thanks for listening to me. Hopefully my voice didn't sound too nasally. I've gotten sick again. I just had COVID. I'm hoping that this is not a sign for what holds in 2021. So here's to having a great 2021, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.